Jayandi, student of class 10th. We have started second chapter from English literature, that is Nelson Mandela, A Long Walk to Freedom. My dear students, we have previously covered approximately 50%, you can say, from this chapter. So today we are going to start reading from the next here. A few moments later, we all lifted our eyes as in awe as a spectacular array of South African jets, helicopters, and troops carriers rode in perfect formation over the Union buildings. It was not only a display of a pinpoint precision and military forces, but a demonstration of the military's loyalty to democracy, to a new government that had been freely and fairly elected only moments before. The highest generals of the South African Defence Force and Police, their chests bedecked and ribbons, medals from days gone by, saluted me and praised their loyalty. I was not unmindful of that fact that not so many years before they would not have saluted but arrested me. Finally, a chevron of Impala jets left a smoke trail of the black, red, green, blue, and gold of the new South African flag. My dear students, there is a very crucial word meaning that is given, the spectacular array. That means it's a attractive display, and that was colorful also. And the second one, that is a chevron. Chevron is the pattern, it's a sign like V. Okay, so after this address, a few moments later, as Nelson Mandela is being described, that we are lifted our eyes for what? For having an attractive look, that was means an attractive act that was being performed by the South African jets at the Union Building, Pretoria, right? So it was not just a display of a pinpoint; it was not just a display of a unique precision. Oh, okay, unique precision done by military forces, but it was also a demonstration. It was also a representation of the army's loyalty. They were only members of those highly officials, those who were hanging medals at their chests. Okay, ribbons also. They all well saluted me, and I was not that unmindful. I was not just aware of, and that was the fact that before so many years they will not have saluted me. They had just arrested me, and at the same time, finally, a shape like V were being made by the Impala jets, and the color was red, green, blue, black, and gold. The day symbolized for me by the playing of our two national anthems and the visions of white singing Nkosi Sikelel' iAfrika and the black singing Die Stem, the old anthem of the Republic. Although that day neither group knew that lyrics of the anthem that once despised, they would soon know the words by heart. And that day symbolized for me that when we were playing two of the national anthems like Nkosi Sikelel' iAfrika and the black that was singing Die Stem, it was the oldest national anthem of South African Republic. So my dear student, that is neither group is the lyrics of the anthem once they despised, but they soon know it by heart. Means there was no meaning for both of them, because whites were singing of the black national anthem and the blacks were also the part of the whites national anthem. So they were unaware of the uses, they were unaware of the meanings of that, they were unaware of the rhythm also, but soon they will be the part of once another. On that day of inauguration, I was overwhelmed with a sense of history in the first decade of the 19th century, 20th century, a few years after the bitter Anglo-Boer War and before my own birth. The white-skinned people of South Africa patched up their differences and erected a system of racial domination against the dark-skinned people of their own land. The structure they created formed on the basis of one of the harshest, most inhumane societies of the world has ever known. Now in the last decade of 20th century and my 8th decade as a man, that system has been overturned forever and replaced by one that recognizes the rights and freedom of all people regardless of the color of their skin. Now on that day of inauguration, Nelson Mandela was pleased with the sense of history that in the first decade of the 20th century, Nelson Mandela was now able to abolish a practice of such a heinous practice that create discrimination between according to color, that create discrimination according to the color variation. And what was the color variation? The dark and the white skinned peoples. And now this was this very inhumane process the society has ever faced now in the last decade of the 20th century was. And as a man, Nelson Mandela was about to be 80. So as a man of the 8th decade, that system was overturned, that system has been stopped and forever, because after that there is that means after that there will be no discrimination on the ground of skin. That day had come about through the unimaginable sacrifices of thousands of my people whose sufferings and the courage can never be counted or repaid. I felt that day, as I have on so many other days, that I was simply the sum of all those African patriots who had gone before me. That long and noble line ended and now began again with me. I was pained that I was not able to thank them and that they were not able to see what their sacrifices had wrought. On that day, this day has come just because of unimaginable sacrifices. That means a number of sacrifices has been done for that, and it cannot be repaid, it cannot be provided back. And I felt that I have on so many other days, I was simply the sum of all those African patriots. Means I was the successors of all those patriots who had gone before me. And that long and noble line ended and now began again with me. I was just feeling pain, I was just suffered that I was not able to thank them. Why? Because I was not able to thank them, and they were not able to see what their sacrifices had wrought, what their sacrifices had fashioned. That means they were, whatever they had done, they are not able to see the impact of their revolt, right? So my dear student, I think that's enough for today. Rest of the part of this section will be finished in further videos up to the time. Thank you. Have a nice day.